Developer success is extremely important to us at Microsoft. Now, over 1 million developers and 27,000 businesses use GitHub Copilot, enabling developers to code up to 55% faster than before. A good example is a customer Duolingo, which is a language learning company. They saw a 70% increase in the number of pull requests after onboarding their engineers to GitHub Copilot.
Welcome to the Microsoft Cloud Executive Enablement Series, where we speak with Microsoft Cloud senior leaders and experts about the latest trends in technologies we're seeing in the market. The goal of this series is to share with you and your teams our perspective on the business value driven by the Microsoft Cloud for our mutual customers, and the opportunities for our partners to grow their business with Microsoft.
Hello, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Amy Boyle, and I'm a director in the Global Partner Enablement team here at Microsoft. And in today's episode, we'll explore strategic approaches to assist businesses in building, modernizing, and migrating intelligent apps to the cloud, and to help you maximize the opportunity for your clients. I'm excited to have Naga Surendran, Director of Product Marketing in Microsoft Azure, as our guest speaker today. Naga, welcome.
Thank you, Amy. I'm thrilled to be here to share more about the opportunity with data, AI, and digital app innovation in this era of AI transformation.
Great. So before we get started, can you just tell our audience a little bit more about you and your role here at Microsoft?
Certainly. I lead product marketing for a set of Azure services in our digital and app innovation CSA. I've been part of the Azure product marketing team for the last 7 years, and it's great to see the rapid growth and innovation in Azure for application innovation. And I'm very excited for the next leg of app innovation in the era of AI.
Great, thank you. So as we get started, can you talk about how you envision the evolving role of AI in our daily lives and in our workplaces?
Yeah, we certainly have entered the era of AI. In the past year, private investments in AI have doubled, and half of all organizations have integrated AI into their business operations. And research on AI fairness and transparency has grown significantly, fivefold since 2014. Now, while generative AI has been top of mind this year, it's important to note that AI has been around for a while. Now, what is great is to see this adoption of AI across many use cases and industries. With generative AI, user expectations are changing rapidly, and we see AI's evolving role as one of empowerment, customization, and responsibility. Now, it has the potential to significantly improve our daily lives and workplaces, provided we approach it with the right mindset and commitment to ethical and secure practices.
Absolutely. So when we're thinking about that and thinking about those ethical practices, what part do you see Microsoft and our partners playing in responsible AI?
Yeah, responsible AI remains top of mind for Microsoft and all our customers, and it's critical to our ability to fulfill our mission to empower every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more. Now, Microsoft has defined 6 key principles for creating AI responsibly. Those are fairness, reliability and safety, privacy and security, inclusiveness, transparency, and accountability. A responsible AI website has a collection of resources and tools that we continually update for our customers, partners, and the community. Now, we believe that taking a responsible approach to AI will lead to better product solutions and outcomes for our customers.
Excellent. Thank you so much for sharing that information. So if we think about this coming fiscal year, how are we going to drive success with AI?
Great question. Our approach is to help businesses build and modernize apps with AI, what we call intelligent apps, as well as migrate apps to the cloud, and to help our partners maximize the opportunity for their clients. There are 4 main business objectives this fiscal. First, enabling the development of new AI-powered applications. Many times customers are also modernizing existing applications while adding AI. We also want to help customers prepare their legacy and on-prem applications and data so they can reap the benefits of the cloud as well as AI-driven intelligence. And finally, enabling customers to improve feature development velocity and cutting time to market with AI-based developer tools. Now, the bottom line to our approach, whatever the workload, whatever the need, is to ensure we drive successful business outcomes for the partners and our joint customers.
So what do you mean by intelligent apps?
Now, we know data is the fuel that powers AI. and AI is what makes every app intelligent. Now, when you hear us referring to intelligent apps, we are really talking about the combination of data, AI services, and cloud application services. Now, we believe intelligent apps are the key differentiator and competitive advantage, including our partners' ability to deliver that value to clients. A good example of this is our customer Barracuda. Now, Barracuda provides email and data protection and application and network security products. Barracuda wanted to build a data inspector on Azure. They used a variety of application services such as Azure Kubernetes Service, Azure App Service for the application layer, and leverage Azure Cosmos DB for database and Azure AI services. And now what this app does is it scans OneDrive and SharePoint folders to find sensitive, personally identifiable data and presents them in a redacted way to help organizations maintain compliance with their policy requirements. Now that's an example of an intelligent app bringing the app layer, data, and AI services together for differentiated customer experience.
Excellent. Thank you so much for bringing that all together in a real world example. It's really helpful to hear how that all comes together for our customers. What I'd love to hear from you is more about the opportunity with building with intelligent apps.
Sure, yeah. I mean, almost all organizations that are implementing AI are buying pre-built AI solutions or partnering with an AI service provider. Now, customers are prioritizing AI innovation with team and budget allocation. What we see in our research is that AI projects are not subject to the cost optimization that may be seen in other parts of the business, and customers are willing to prioritize budget to support all things AI. Now, in short, customers are eager to leverage the power of generative AI with services like Azure OpenAI Service to offer differentiated customer experiences and increase competitive advantage through intelligent apps.
So now let's take a step over. So what about existing apps? So how can AI play a role with those?
Yeah, the opportunity with existing apps is huge. We are seeing a rapid growth in apps moving from on-premises data centers to Azure. Now, many customers that I talk to, they have hundreds, if not thousands of apps across their enterprise. So we see a lot of customers migrating these apps with very minimal code changes to manage services on Azure, primarily to increase the speed of application development and drive reduction in app dev related infrastructure costs, and also get on the AI journey faster. In this area, Microsoft offers managed services like Azure App Service and services for all the familiar databases like SQL Server, PostgreSQL, and MySQL. Now that gives the customers a faster path to move these hundreds of apps from on-premises to the cloud and to speed up their AI adoption. Now finally, we also offer some tools like Azure Migrate. It's a free tool that can help partners and customers assess, plan, and manage these application migrations, reducing risk from migration projects. In addition to this, we also see customers sometimes take a modernization approach. They might have a very business critical application, so they want to infuse AI faster. So they take an app modernization approach, and then they leverage services like Azure Kubernetes Service for application modernization, or Azure Cosmos DB for data modernization. And then they use services like Azure OpenAI Service for generative AI experiences.
So let me ask you about legacy apps. Can you share a little bit more there?
Sure. Now, while we are focused on migration to kickstart customers' AI journey, we also realize a lot of customers have legacy applications. Legacy applications are the backbone of many enterprises, and they contain business critical data. So replacing them or rebuilding them is not always an option. Now, legacy applications have multiple touch points as part of the digital ecosystem. And so the struggle is real in terms of leveraging the data behind legacy applications. Now, this is where Azure Integration Services comes into play. Azure Integration Services is our hybrid integration platform. It's got 900 plus connectors to off-the-shelf business applications, including many legacy applications. And it provides a low-code way to build and modernize business workflows and integrate these applications and data securely. In addition, customers can also use Azure API management to seamlessly connect to their legacy backend systems with modern APIs. And then they can secure these API access with built-in policies and Microsoft Defender for APIs. This enables their developers to easily build modern, intelligent applications connected to their enterprise systems, whether they are legacy applications or on-premises or in different clouds, and increases organizational productivity with modern business processes.
So now let me ask you, with Microsoft's strong focus on developer success, how do you see the acceleration of developer productivity shaping future innovation?
Developer success is extremely important to us at Microsoft. Now, over 1 million developers and 27,000 businesses use GitHub Copilot, enabling developers to code up to 55% faster than before. A good example is a customer Duolingo, which is a language learning company. They saw a 70% increase in the number of pull requests after onboarding their engineers to GitHub Copilot.
Wow, that's excellent. So how do customers stay secure as more developer tools are becoming easily more accessible and they're more available?
Security remains top of mind, Amy, for our customers, partners, and Microsoft. Now, GitHub Advanced Security, coupled with Microsoft Defender, offers protection to code bases and applications running in Azure, and they can easily detect any threats in the supply chain for that code. Again, another good example here is Shopify. They are using GitHub Advanced Security to secure their code, and the code that they consume from all the open source community libraries, leveraging GitHub Advanced Security. More importantly, our partners play a vital role to help ensure developers leverage AI to reach their full productivity potential securely.
Those were great examples. Thank you so much for sharing. Can you talk about what success looks like for our partners in this space?
Sure, yeah. I mean, we are committed to empowering our partners to meet customers wherever they are in their journey. Now, whether it's migrating apps to our platform as a service offerings, or modernizing existing apps and integrating ecosystem services, or infusing AI into new and existing apps. Whether the partners are looking to expand their own practices or build new IP, we have a diverse set of resources and programs like Azure Migrate and Modernize and Azure Innovate to help partners take action.
So what key benefits can our Microsoft partners and customers get from our Azure offerings like Azure Migrate and Modernize and Azure Innovate?
Yeah, last FY, our flagship program was Azure Migration and Modernization Program. At Inspire this year, we expanded this offering into Azure Migrate and Modernize, adding increased capabilities such as assessments, deeper partner incentives, and support for additional workloads. Now, Azure Innovate is a new offering designed to help customers with advanced innovation needs, such as infusing AI into apps or intelligent apps, advanced analytics, and building custom cloud-native apps. Now, both these offerings address customers' end-to-end journey with a comprehensive set of resources in one place, along with technical frameworks like CAF and WAF, free automated tooling, and partner funding for specialized partners.
So we've covered a lot of great information today. And so as we're concluding and wrapping up, can you share the top 3 things that you'd like our partners to take away from this conversation?
Yeah, so this year, I mean, the excitement around AI and generative AI is here. And Azure's got the best services to enable our customers to modernize with AI or build new intelligent apps, as I described. In addition, there is a huge opportunity to help customers migrate apps to the cloud so that they can kickstart their AI journey faster. And all of this we cannot do without our partners. We believe this is a great year in terms of enabling that customer success with our partners together.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Naga. That was an excellent episode with so much information for our partners.
Thank you for having me, Amy.
And that concludes today's episode. Thank you for joining us. And don't forget to check out additional episodes in the series.
And that wraps up today's episode. Don't forget that this episode is a part of a series featuring some of our most experienced and innovative global executives, packed full of great insights and examples of how to make the most out of working alongside Microsoft. If you haven't already, make sure to check out our other episodes. No matter your industry or area of focus, the Microsoft Global Partner Enablement team is here to enable you and your teams to achieve more. If you want to hear a little more of this episode, we have a podcast which has some more of our discussion and some bonus content. If there's an area of cloud innovation you'd like to hear more about, please send us a note at salesenablement-gsi@microsoft.com so that we can create content that meets your enablement needs. Thank you for listening, thank you for engaging with us, and thank you for being a Microsoft partner. We'll see you on the next episode of the Microsoft Cloud Executive Enablement Series.